All right, new PC builders, listen on up. You've seen those slick, mini, compact, small ITX PCs. They look great on a desk, they take up an extremely small amount of space, and maybe you're thinking, that's what I want for my first PC build. But let me tell you right now, don't. While beautiful, Mini ITX builds offer a whole different beast when it comes to building them, and for a beginner, they can quickly turn into a nightmare. Today, I'm going to lay out exactly why Mini ITX is often the wrong choice for your first PC. I'm the Don, and tech's my business. What I've got here is a Fractal Mini ITX case that we used to use for our streaming PC. We quickly outgrew this computer. As you can tell, it is a nice looking case, but it's very cramped and very small. The Mini ITX cases are designed to be tiny, which means when you're trying to install components, you have almost no room for your hands, your tools, or even to be able to see what you're doing. What should be simple tasks, like seating a CPU cooler and plugging in those tiny front I/O panels, become frustrating knuckle-busting battles. For a first-timer, this level of precision and patience is a steep learning curve, often leading to mistakes and, most of the time, damaged parts. Following directly from that limited space is the cable management nightmare. In a full-size case, you have plenty of room to route cables in a nice, neat way. Mini ITX, every millimeter of cable is a problem. Excess length creates clutter, chokes airflow, and makes your build look anything but clean. And achieving proper cable management in a small form factor is an advanced art form. As a beginner, you'll likely end up with a tangled mess that not only looks bad, but can impact your PC's performance by blocking crucial airflow. You're also going to have component compatibility and selection challenges. You can't just pick any high-performance GPU, CPU cooler, or even a power supply. Many ITX cases, like this one here, have strict limits on the GPU length, the CPU cooler height, and sometimes require specialized SFX power supply, which they're smaller, but typically more expensive because they're specialized. And a beginner might easily buy incompatible parts, leading to frustrating returns, delays, unexpected costs in the long run. It's an extra layer of research and restriction you just don't need on your first build. Talking about thermals, less space also means less airflow. Components are packed so tightly together, and it makes it inherently harder to cool your system efficiently. Getting good temperatures in a Mini ITX build requires a deep understanding of airflow dynamics, fan curves, and sometimes even undervolting components so they create less heat. For a beginner, this can lead to an overheating PC, thermal throttling, meaning that your components run slower than they should, or a system that sounds like a jet engine when it's trying to keep things cool. It's a problem most new builders simply aren't ready to solve effectively. And that's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. And finally, the biggest problem that we ran into when we were doing Twitch streaming is we ran into a limited upgradability. The Mini ITX motherboards typically come with only 2 RAM slots and a single PCIe slot for the actual graphics card. You'll have fewer options for additional storage drives, and it means that if you later decide you want to add more RAM, want to add a capture card, as I mentioned, or just move storage beyond a couple of NVMe drives, you're really kind of out of luck. Your future expansion options are severely limited, potentially forcing you to a costly full system overhaul sooner than you'd like. So while this Fractal case is probably one of the best Mini ITX cases I've ever used, I still can't recommend it for brand new builders. Mini ITX builds are for the experienced hands, those who know the pitfalls and are prepared for the extra effort and the cost. For your first PC build, you want an experience that's rewarding, not frustrating. And you want room to learn, you want room to breathe, room to expand, and room to grow. That's why I strongly advise against starting with a Mini ITX build for your first computer. I'd heavily recommend going for a Micro ATX case if you want something smaller, but preferably a full-size ATX build. That way you have the biggest amount of space, easier cable management, broader component compatibility, better cooling, and much more flexibility for future upgrades. Get comfortable with the process first on a more forgiving platform. If this advice saved you a headache, please feel free to like and subscribe to the Don Tech, where you'll find more expert PC insights where I cut through the noise and tell you exactly how it is. Drop your own first build horror stories if you've got them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, the Don's got your back. Following directly from that limited